everybody, it's the Warhipster here, coming at you with another Contrast Plus painting tutorial from Armageddon. Yes, we're back once more with the Orks, and we're here with the all-new, well, reimagined, redesigned, much improved Wartrakk. Here it is. It's absolutely wonderful. I like it a lot. And it's been sent to me early by Games Workshop to build up and paint for all of you. So a massive thank you to them. And, well, we're going to jump in and we're going to start painting it, starting now. So, it's been primed in Wraithbone, and today we are going to be painting it up in the colours of the Evil Sunz. And, well, rather than start with the red, we're actually starting with the silver. And we're going to start with some thinned down Iron Warriors, and we're going to be applying this over top of basically all of our sort of mechanical details and, well, just all of our metallic details all the way around the model. So this is going to be things like the tracks and the engines and the axe, the guns, and so on and so forth. Just have your box art open in front of you to have a look at where all of the metallics and stuff go, because we're going to be applying this over top of all of that. With all of that silver applied, what we're now going to do is we're going to take some thinned down Castellax Bronze. I'm going to use this just to add a little bit of variation here and there. So we're going to apply this over top of, for example, these pipes in here. Like that. We're going to use this over the top of this little cap. In there, like that. Going to use this over the top of the lamp at the front. And we will also use this over top of sort of heat shield of the shooter just here, as well as the bullets in the mags there. And with that all done, we are then going to take some thinned down Runelord Brass, and we're going to apply this over top of a couple of decorative areas, such as these two kind of top spikes. On the wheel, like that. But we've got these kind of teeth things scattered around the model, and we're also going to apply this over top of. And we also have sort of power assembly on the axe as well. Now that we've got all of our metallics applied, what we're going to do is we're going to take some Agrax Earthshade. I'm going to use this to shade all of it. And so with all that Agrax Earthshade applied and dry, what we're then going to do is going to dry brush all of these metallics with some Ironbreaker. And so with that all done, we can now move on, because all the metallics are now finished. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take some Black Legion, and we're going to apply this over top of the tyre. We're going to apply this over top of both of their boots. We're also going to apply this over top of any power cables. And we're going to apply this over top of the missiles, but not the missile tips. With that all done, we're then going to take a roughly 1-to-1 mix of Lahmian Medium and Cygor Brown. And we're going to apply this over the top of things like the trousers, on both of our boys, and we're also going to apply this over top of the leather straps. So with our 1-to-1 mix of Lahmian Medium and Cygor Brown all applied, what we're now going to do is we're going to take a roughly 4 parts Gore-Grunta Fur to 1 part Lahmian Medium mix, and we're going to apply this over top of all the Cygor Brown. But what we're also going to do is we're going to apply this over top of the remaining clothes. So this is going to include the shirts, basically. And so with that all done, we're then going to use the same mix again, only this time we're only going over the top of the shirts for a second coat. So with that all done, it is now time to take some Baal Red, and we're going to apply this over top of all of the sort of remaining armour plates on both the Wartrakk and the crew. And we're also going to apply this over top of the banner as well. With all that Baal Red applied, whilst we're waiting for it to dry, what we're going to do is we're going to take some Skeleton Horde and we're going to apply this over the top of these 2 wraps. There's one just here on this little hatch down there, like so, and there is the axe as well. So with that all done, we are now going to shade all of the red using a roughly 1-to-1 mix of Lahmian Medium and Flesh Tearers Red. And with all of that red now shaded, what we can finally do is take some Gutrippa Flesh, and we're going to apply this over top of the skin of our orcs. And with that Gutrippa Flesh all applied and dry, crucially, what we're going to do next is we're going to take some Biel-Tan Green and we're going to apply this over top. Just whilst we wait for that Biel-Tan Green to fully dry, what we're going to do is we're going to take some Nazdreg Yellow, and there's 2 places here on the gunner that we're just going to apply this over top. So we've got this little bit of armour just in here, like that sort of thing. And there's the little explosion icon down here on the floor. And with that Nazdreg Yellow applied, we take some Guilliman Flesh and we apply this over top of their teeth and the bottom lips. With that all done, we then take some Nuln Oil. We're going to apply this over top of the missile tips. And with that all done, given as I think an orc would respect the love of speed that a White Scar likes, and given that we've been doing some White Scars for our Armageddon set, what we're going to do is we're going to paint this helmet as a White Scar, so we're going to start with some Seraphim Sepia over the top of it. So with that all done, this guy is at what I would call a Warhipster battle ready. So what we're going to do now is going to take him to the next level. We're going to do this by adding some highlights and a layer and a bit of freehand as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a highlight, which is a dry brush. There's going to be some Tyrant Skull. No, it's not Tyrant Skull, it's Karak Stone. We're using this Karak Stone to dry brush the tyre just down here. We're also going to use this to dry brush the brown on their clothes as well. With that Carak Stone dry brush applied, we then take some thinned down Corax White. We use this to relayer the missiles and the White Scar helmet. Next up, we're going to take some thinned down Evil Sunz Scarlet, and we're going to use this to highlight all the red. With all that Evil Sunz Scarlet applied, we then take some thinned down Squig Orange, and we use this to pick out the sharpest points in all the red. So with our red all highlighted, what we're now going to do is we're going to do that freehand we talked about earlier, and we're going to take some thinned down Averland Sunset to do this. And what we're going to do is we're looking to add that sort of almost like kind of painted on fire that the Evil Sunz like to have. So we're going to start just sort of around here, and we're going to draw a line going from around about there down to there, like so. We're then going to cut the other way, and then cut the other way, like that sort of thing. And then we're just going to go all the way along drawing in these lightning shapes. Like this, and then we'll block them in once we're done. With that all done, we then take some thinned down Ogryn Camo, and we use this to highlight the orc skin. And so with that all done, we are now going to finish off the Wartrakk by taking some thinned down Screaming Skull. And we're going to use this to do two things. One is to pick out all the stitching, like this. There we go. And the other is to pick out their teeth. And there we have it. Our Evil Sunz Wartrakk is now finished. And I quite like this one. I think it's a pretty fun unit slash model to paint. It looks a lot more intimidating than it actually is. It's actually a pretty simple colour scheme at the end of the day. And I really enjoyed putting this one together. Especially the yellow Evil Sunz fiery lightning stuff. I really like doing that. I think it looks fantastic and it really elevates it. If you enjoyed this video, you love the channel and you'd like to support me further, you absolutely can do so by heading to patreon.com/warhipster, just like all of these wonderful amazing people have done. And alternatively, you could become a YouTube channel member by clicking on the join button below, exactly like these fabulous folks have done scrolling up on the screen before you. There are so many of you out there that it really takes my breath away, and I cannot thank you enough for everything you do, as without you I wouldn't be able to keep making these Contrast Plus videos. And if you really like this video and you want to send me a little thanks, just click on the thanks button just below this video. Don't forget to share it, like it, comment on it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and to make sure you stay up to date, don't forget to click the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon in the next one. Happy wargaming.